Nobody expected One Piece episode 1163 to become one of the most emotional moments in the entire Elbaf arc, but the reaction from fans right now is honestly insane. People are not just excited. They are preparing themselves to emotionally collapse over Robin finally seeing Saul again after more than 2 decades of story build-up. And the craziest part is that the title alone already broke people. "I want you to praise me." That line hit the fandom like a truck because it completely changes how fans look at Robin's entire life. This is a character who spent years hunted by the world government, called a demon child before she was even old enough to understand why people feared her. And now the first thing fans focus on is not a fight, not a power-up, not some giant Elbaf reveal. It's Robin wanting validation from the one person who believed she deserved to live. That is why the comments exploded. Thousands of fans are saying they're already crying just from the preview. Some are joking about buying tissues in advance. Others are saying this feels like the emotional payoff they've been waiting almost 20 years to see in real life. And honestly, they're not exaggerating. One fan pointed out something that completely changed my perspective. In the story, Robin and Saul have been separated for around 22 years. But for actual viewers watching One Piece weekly, this reunion has also taken almost 2 decades to happen. That means the audience grew up with Robin's pain in real time. Kids who watched Ohara back in the 2000s are now adults watching her finally heal. That's why this moment feels different. And Oda knew exactly what he was doing with Robin's design in Elbaf 2. Fans noticed she looks closer to her pre-time skip appearance again. The bangs, softer expressions, more warmth in her face. It almost feels symbolic, like Robin is emotionally returning to the child Saul tried to protect before the world destroyed her innocence. But this is where things get controversial. Not everybody loves the Saul reveal. There's a massive argument happening right now inside the fandom because some people believe Saul surviving weakens the tragedy of Ohara. They think One Piece relies too much on fake-out deaths and that bringing Saul back removes the finality of Robin's backstory. One comment literally said the emotional weight was ruined because Saul should have stayed dead. And honestly, I think that argument misses the bigger picture completely. Because this reunion is not about death anymore. It's about survival. Robin surviving was never enough. She spent years alive without actually feeling safe. The entire point of Ohara was that knowledge, kindness, and human connection were erased by fear. Saul coming back doesn't erase Robin's suffering. It validates that all those years of pain actually led somewhere. That's why fans are calling this the emotional peak of Elbaf already. And what makes this even more powerful is how restrained the preview was. They barely showed Saul's face. Older anime would have spoiled the entire reunion shot immediately, but here they held back just enough to make people imagine the moment themselves. That restraint made the anticipation explode even harder. Meanwhile, international fans are losing their minds too. English comments are full of people saying, "This episode will destroy me," and "We are all crying next week." Spanish fans are telling everyone to prepare tissues. Japanese fans are calling it a guaranteed legendary episode before it even airs. That kind of global emotional reaction almost never happens unless One Piece taps into something deeply personal. And I think that's exactly what episode 1163 is doing. Because underneath the giants, the mysteries, the lore, and the massive world building, this episode is really about one simple idea. A lonely child survived long enough to finally hear that she mattered. And after 20 years of waiting, fans are about to break the moment Robin hears it.
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell to the latest update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next video.